Ardent lover of all things electronic, I get so sad when I see pictures of busted up computers, like PETA commercial sad. And because I have yet to find a chapter of People for the Ethical Treatment of Electronics, I'm here to contribute to the cause in the very best way that I know how, and that is teaching you folks how to repair your broken gizmos. Hi, I'm MJ with iFixit, and today I'm going to show you how to replace the display assembly in a white unibody MacBook. Any successful repair person will tell you that good, clear instructions are key, and while this video is a great overview of the process, don't attempt the repair without first going to iFixit.com and pulling up the corresponding repair guide. In fact, we'll make it easy peasy and put a link for you in the description. While you're pulling up that repair guide, I'm going to go ahead and get my parts and tools together so I can get started. For this repair, I'll need a Phillips 00 screwdriver, a plastic spudger, and a T8 Torx driver. Instead of getting separate drivers, I'm going to use our 54-piece bit driver kit because it has all the bits I'll ever need for any electronics repair. To get started, I'm going to flip the computer over and begin to remove the lower case by removing all 8 of the Phillips screws along the bottom. With all of those screws out, I can begin to take off the lower case by lifting it up towards the rear of the computer and just sliding my fingers underneath until it pops off. Like that. I'll just set it aside. With the guts of the MacBook exposed, the first thing we're going to do is disconnect the battery to prevent any power surges. And to do that, I'm going to use my spudger and kind of lift up one end of the socket and then the other, like rocking it out of place. With the battery safely disconnected, we can move on to removing the rear vent, which is held in place by a total of 8 screws. Now that the rear vent is removed, we have access to all of the cables that are connected to the display assembly. The first ones that we're going to disconnect are the airport and Bluetooth cables, and to do that, just use the pointy end of your spudger. The next cable we're going to disconnect is the display data cable. To do that, you're going to flip up the little tab that holds the locking mechanism in place and then pull the cable straight out parallel to the logic board. With that cable disconnected, we can get straight to removing the display assembly. To do that, you're going to lift the computer up on its side and then open it up. Using your T8 Torx driver, remove the remaining screws out of both of the hinges. With those final screws out, you're going to carefully begin to separate the upper case from the display assembly. And that is all there is to it. All I have to do is install my new display assembly and reassemble my computer. Of course, you can find all of the parts and tools for this and many other repairs at iFixit.com. And if you run into any problems during your repairs, there are lots of